You know, I haven't played the career mode in a while. I'll enable the tutorials.
Round Monaco success BTW. I got pole with a 1 minute and 12.072 seconds on 1.
Alright, who's this bold guy?
Your first job should be introducing yourself to the team.
Own a name. So this is my name, okay.
Full name BTW.
Own avatar. What's a bold chap? Or we can have a guy with a receding hairline. Oh my god. As Franz Tost entered the building. Hey, you know what? I've got a receding hairline as it is. We'll go with the spirit of it. Look at that sexy beast.
Now we know a bit more about you. Let's explore your background ahead of our first season.
Background?
Hey there, my name's Andrew. I'm your head of personnel. It'd be useful for the team to know
WSG.
give them a sense of how you intend to lead our efforts.
Yo, Tomo. It's your professional background. I mean, I study engineering, so we'll go with engineering.
And tell us a bit about this HQ. How well developed are the facilities here ahead of our debut season?
I know. I feel like this is gonna impact how well we can do our upgrades.
Basic.
So do we just go basic? Make it as difficult for ourselves as possible?
Do basic.
Alright.
Hello, Mathis, head of your engineering facility. Let's discuss where we think we are in terms of car performance.
Yeah, I agree with it. 97,864.
Yeah, but we've got to go with no development. We've got to make this difficult.
Hi, you better hop on 2-player.
Hey, boss. I'm Anissa. I head things up.
Why do you sound like you've got throat cancer?
Let's discuss our financial situation.
Oh my god.
Give me a sec.
Hey, you get 7.5 million if you go with that. Yeah, we got no cash. We've got absolutely no cash.
Right. With all that out of the way, our next task is to finalize our team's visual identity, our official name and branding.
Right, so what name did we decide on? What name did we decide on? The team name. Bottle Job Racing. Can't actually see what I'm typing.
W name NGL.
Bottle Job Racing. Gotta love it. Team colours.
Motorsports.
We'll go with the red and the blue. And the black as well. BJ Racing for short, there you go. Right, the team badge. Can I not just use the badge I already had? I forget what badge I had now. I think it was just this. Or I could just do that. There we go. The off-brand Pepsi. Gotta love it. Teamwear. Yep, exactly the same. We are the red, white and blue machines.
Next up, there's an amount of contract work we need to get nailed down.
I really feel like a business owner. I will admit, this is a lot more in-depth than it used to be. Since I last played it.
First, we need to settle on our title sponsor. This will represent a key source of income over the coming season.
Right, the title sponsor.
Each contract splits our income.
Oh, how fitting is it
A signing bonus that we
that
receive.
Xenon is on there?
Weekly income paid over the course of the season, and finally,
It is 99 rated.
if we achieve the goals set out in the contract.
That's the one that I used to use back in the day. Yo, Ravy. My camera's in the way here, hang on. I'll put it over here.
Lando Norris is live WTH.
Lando Norris is live? Right, what do we think? What do we think we should do? What do we think's feasible? I think Xenon's best. Good seasonal goal. I think that's achievable. Good signing bonus as well. What do we think, chat? You reckon Xenon?
Bro has 28k viewers.
28k? Yeah, that's where all the viewers are. Loyalty reward.
This is our title sponsor, which are responsible for the bulk of our team's income. While much of that income is paid weekly, a large part is dependent upon us meeting our contractual obligations and hitting our seasonal
We
goal.
have more.
As we develop our relationship with this sponsor, we'll increase their loyalty, which over time can result in further benefits. That said,
yeah, bring in
as
the
our
money.
team's fan rating grows, we may be able
Bring
to attract
in the
more
money.
valuable title sponsors. So, knowing when to prioritize building loyalty over the financial benefits of a more lucrative sponsor is something we'll need your guidance on.
Right, we'll go with this, the title sponsor.
Secondly, we have to make a call on which engine supplier we want to work with this season.
Now, I hate the
Generally
sound,
speaking, our choices can be defined as a
of
trade-off
that Red
between
Bull.
performance and durability.
So I'm not going to go with the Red
The
Bull.
caveat that neither come cheap.
My Ferrari, the Ferrari engine is the favourite sound. But do we want to go with the shitbox?
Renault all the way Alpine on top.
Do we want to go with the shitbox or do we want to save our ears? Do we want to save our ears? Or do we go with the shitbox? I say we go with the shitbox.
And finally, let's talk drivers. Obviously, we need 2 of them. So let's start with our first one.
I forget that you don't actually drive as yourself
Each
anymore.
driver's performance is measured in a number of ways. Experience counts for a lot, and drivers with more on-track experience will have an advantage over less experienced competitors. Racecraft describes a driver's ability to work their way through the pack to finish the race higher up than where they started.
Who even is this
Represents
guy?
the driver's skill at avoiding the steward turn. The
Zagazeta.
higher this stat, the less likely they are to pick up warnings and penalties. Pace is a measure of sheer speed. Outside of battling their opponents, how good are they at pulling out consistent fast laps? All these stats contribute to the driver's overall rating, while focused
Alright. So who could we go with? The fact that I can sign Mika Hakkinen straight off the rip. JB, a couple of Connor Sport drivers. He's about 30,000 years old. Or we go with one of the F2 drivers. What do we think? Do we cheapskate, or do we get someone who's actually decent? Because a lot of these guys are really F3 drivers. I reckon we go with someone who's actually somewhat competent. That leaves us like no money. Anyway, let me move my camera back. Big jumps. Hey, you know what? Screw it. We'll go with Victor Martins.
All right, that's one driver locked down. Now let's pick their teammate.
Oh, we've got to get two. I forgot we had to get two.
You don't just have one driver on the team, do you?
Yeah, but I'm always used to playing as myself in the other seat.
PESTViewers on stream.com. Remove the space at XWZFC1.
Get gone. Get banned. In the bin. We could go with Mark Webber, you know. Bring back the 40-year-old or however old he is now.
That all looks solid. Good choices and all within our budget. Feel free to review your choices if you want, but otherwise I think we can move on.
Because if I play as Victor Martins, we might actually have a chance. The Webber's going to be no slouch, hopefully. Are we happy with this? I think we should be happy with this. As the wildest teamwork I've ever seen as well.
Finally, we need to approve our race gear. Don't worry about sponsors just yet, we'll add them later. For now, let's just focus on the livery design and suit.
Alright, the car design. I made a livery earlier that we can hopefully use. I forget which one it was. I think it was this one. And have that, was it red? No, it can't be. Why can I not just copy the livery over from what I had before? No, it must have been this one. Literally, I have a livery. Where's the livery gone? No, I'm not paying for that either. Was it this livery? No, I think it might have been this one actually. I'll just have to change the colour. Black, and then I suppose this will be white. Why have they always got to put it on the left-hand side? I can't see behind my camera. Make that white as well. And this black. Or is that what I've just done? Yeah, like something like that. I don't know where my other livery's gone. That's the livery that I was planning on using, but we might have to run this instead. God, that really does look like a shitbox car, doesn't it? So it saved all of my other stuff. I think. But you're telling me that it didn't save my livery. Nice one, EA. The black can stay black. And this will be, well, I suppose white or black. Yeah, make it black.
I think that's everything, boss. If you're happy with all of this, give us the nod, and we'll get everything moving. And if not, feel free to go back and review your choices.
Alright, that's all of the admin stuff done then.
Hello and welcome.
I've got the obligatory
to this very
cutscenes.
special live stream. Great to be with you all because today we're going to witness history.
That's absolutely right, Natalie, because for so many years we've wondered exactly what 11 teams would look like on the grid. Guess
Oh, we're going to
what?
get that next
Today
year
is
with
the
Cadillac.
day we find out.
And we are here at the team's state-of-the-art HQ. We'll be seeing their brand new car very soon, but behind every team, behind every car, there's one person central to it all.
Yes, and they've been described as somewhat of an
Oh,
engineering
look at that
genius,
sexy beast.
coming up with all the ideas to push the car and the sport to its limits. The question is, though, will they be able to step out of their comfort zone to deal with
Massively
all the things that
receding
come with
hammer.
being a leader, dealing with the team's finances, sponsors, motivating the team and the drivers? Will they be able to juggle that? Or will they drop the ball?
And we'll be seeing more behind the scenes as the season progresses. But of course, it is all about what happens on track. So, without further ado, let's see the fruits of their labour. The brand new 2025 car.
God, that really is going to be a back of the grid car, isn't it? That is not going anywhere. One sponsor on the whole bloody thing.
Well, thank you all for joining us. The team have done an incredible job. The car looks sensational.
It certainly does. Congratulations, and all the very best for the season ahead.
Very quiet. Does not want to answer his questions.
Welcome to your Team HQ. This is the hub of the team's operations, and it's probably worth having a look around, familiarizing yourself with the different areas you'll be responsible for directing. You can use these options to navigate around your HQ. Keep an eye out for notifications.
Has changed since I last did.
Engineering was looking for you earlier, and they were asking for you in corporate as well. You should catch up with them before we proceed further. Oh, and as you look around, keep an eye out for this message. It appears wherever you can summon more information. It's a very useful reference if you want to start digging into the finer detail of how the team functions.
Alright, what's this? Training? Owner training? I'm the big boss, what do you mean? Owner training. Yeah, so we have nothing. That's good to know. Training points. Fan
Your team
rating.
standing on the grid is measured in two ways: fan rating and sentiment. Fan rating is a measure of your team's prestige and history in the sport, and can be increased by completing accolades. Whereas sentiment is more dynamic, a measure of your recent performance both within the current season and looking back to previous seasons. As your fan rating increases, you will earn not only a one-off award for each
Thank
fan
you for
rating,
following us.
but also ongoing bonuses that benefit the team. Positive sentiment can
LS.
unlock more bonuses relative
Thank you very
to
much
your
for the
fan
follow.
rating. Whereas
Welcome in, how you
negative
doing?
Sentiment can temporarily disable bonuses you've earned until your sentiment
You join
improves.
us right at the beginning of our My
The
Team
combination
Career
of fan
mode.
rating and sentiment will affect many aspects
And
of your
I'm just
career,
trying to
so keep tabs on
understand
them at all times.
what is going on. There's bottle job racing. Okay, so right at the bottom of fan rating.
Accolades are
Performance.
milestones, representing your team's growing history and prestige within the sport.
We've
By
got
completing
a
these
bigger
accolades,
workforce
you
than
will improve your
half,
team's
so that's
fan
good.
rating, which unlocks various bonuses and also affects how the drivers view your team and its prospects.
That is not going to change for a very long time, I bet. I'm not expecting any podium finishes or race finishes for a very long time. Oh, I didn't change the calendar, did I? I thought you changed the calendar. Oh well, we'll just have to run with whatever the game's given us.
Hey, boss. Thanks for coming down.
I don't
First
think we can
GP's
change
not
it
far
now.
away now, and people are starting to roll off the project as we get more and more of the car locked down ahead of our debut race. We can't afford to lose momentum, so we need to start tasking people with work towards our first upgrade package. As it stands, we already have some resource points, data from testing, that we can use to kickstart our research efforts. We just need to know where you want us to start. Let's go pick an upgrade to research.
What was the team name? Had to go for dinner.
It's Bottle Job
This is
Racing.
where we choose our research
BJ
projects.
Racing for short.
Research and development are split into 4 departments: aero, powertrain, chassis, and durability. Pick one of these departments, and let's go choose the first research project you'd like us to tackle.
Alright, let's face it. This car is going to be a shitbox.
Hell yeah, BJ for the win.
We already know it's going to be a shitbox. Yeah, I feel like we need to get a bit of chassis.
Copy that. That feels like a good place to start. I'll get the research team on it.
We've got another 500. What does the game recommend? Game recommends gearbox. I feel like we're going to have to sacrifice durability for performance early on. We need the performance. So we'll try and get those 2 upgrades in. Six gearboxes for the season. Oh wait, what? 24 gearboxes for the season? What? There's only 16 races. Oh, for us we only do 16 races. We could use a gearbox buddy every race. You know, I will use a gearbox every race. I only get 2 controller electronics and 2 energy stores though. I'm going to try and make them last.
Don't forget grid pen.
Yeah. I'm going to say, I've forgotten to change the calendar. So it is kind of just whatever calendar it's given us for a 16 race season.
Hello, boss, and welcome to corporate. This is the hub
Oh,
for the
you silly
team's
boy.
finances, our corporate
Yeah.
identity, and for our ongoing sponsor relations. Speaking of which, it's important to ensure that our new sponsors are reflected in our team's livery before we head to the first race weekend. Select customization.
Also, the fact that it hasn't let me use the livery that I put together
Here, select race gear.
last week. Which I don't understand. I've had to make another one which just looks botched.
This is where you can define the look of your car.
Because I had another livery saved. It just doesn't let me use it.
This is the decal editor, where you can apply sponsor decals to your car. Part of use.
Okay, yeah. I don't think we have any of the sponsors, do we? Oh, we do. Okay, that's going to go down well. I get it rotated in line with the side pod.
What team name did you go for?
We are Bottle Job Racing. We are Bottle Job Racing, BJ Racing for short. Those of you who know.
Nice one. If you're happy with that design, then that.
Adam.
And we are, as always, please tell me there's somewhere I can change the number. Because I am not number 99.
You had to do it when you were making your avatar, I think.
You know, I guess as well, again, it's not... I'm trying to get used to the fact that it's not... I'm not driving the car. You know, it's two drivers. You know, I don't think I can actually change
I suppose that
the numbers.
Welcome to the personnel facility. But the team is much...
Alright, drivers.
This is where we manage our discussions with drivers.
We went for Victor Martins and Mark Webber.
Signing in the future.
A bit of experience.
These slots are for our current drivers. We're
And
obviously
then
much
someone
closer
who...
to these two than anyone else, but it's still an important job each year.
Let's face it,
figuring
it's
out
two
what's
drivers who
important to
wouldn't
them and
mind
where their long-term aspirations.
driving for a shitbox.
But we also have to be prepared for the future. If we lose one of our drivers, or if we feel we have a better prospect, it's important to have done the groundwork to allow us to negotiate with a new driver. Or more than one.
Ooh.
Here you can review the progress of negotiations with a specific driver. This is a summary of the current status. Over time, we in the personnel department will progress talks with this driver. The more progress we make, the more we'll find out about both their expectations of our team.
See, this is all
and of the
stuff
kind
I
of
haven't
contract
seen
they
before,
consider.
because I haven't played my team in like
At
3
key points
years.
in this process, face-to-face meetings with the driver are critical to unlock further insights and to build a rapport with them. Ultimately, this will allow us to negotiate better terms if we decide to move to contract. For now, the contract window is closed, so let's just focus on doing the groundwork to sound out some likely candidates.
Okay. Again, we do have the driver icons available to us. So we can add that in.
Okay, seems like everyone has what they need. If there's nothing else you want to do today, feel free to advance time from this menu. This will skip ahead to the next critical event, but don't worry. If anything comes up between
Have
now
you got any Talon names for my team?
and other facility heads will interrupt and let you know.
Any what? Oh, can I change the settings? Like now? I don't think I can actually change
With asterisk.
any of the... I can't change the calendar. That was just kind of set up when we did it, I think. Damn it. Oh well. I mean, you can either name it after yourself or just come up with something funny. Oh, let's advance. Oh, great.
Sorry to disturb. Need you for a moment, please, boss?
Should be granted simulator time. I feel like we need to get Martins up. He's less rated.
So, we're gonna need to open talks with drivers for next season. They could be ours, or
Next
currently
season?
driving for other teams.
What do you mean?
You should head to the driver comms page to see who you want to consider.
We haven't even done a race yet. Who would want to drive for us? I guess we'll go to some driver talks though. Who could we possibly want? We'll go by the salary. Who have we got on here? Yeah, we're going to have to go for someone who's competent. Who could we have a look at? Colapinto and Dewan. Go Hulkenberg. With someone like Alex Albon. Try and pry him away from Williams.
I've reached out with a very early preliminary inquiry to their side. I'll let you know how it goes. Hard to get a read on it at the moment. These things are always fluid and move quickly, but if they're interested in us, I'm sure things will move a bit quicker.
That'll be...
This one, Fran.
Yeah, go on. Go on. That'd be incredible if we can prize Albon away from Williams. Yes. Right. Hopefully this second upgrade comes in, because the other one didn't. Okay, that we actually got an upgrade.
Positive news here, Chief.
One of our upgrades has actually come in.
The research group have delivered us a design, but we need to actually build the thing if it's going to be of any use. And for that, we have the development group.
Oh, wait, you
This
actually need
is
to
where we
build
turn
it?
the engineer's dreams into reality. Here's the upgrade we've researched. Selected to start development.
So it's up to you whether to kick this development off now or not. But when you do, you'll want to consider how you want to develop it. Certain options won't be available until you've invested a bit more into improving
Oh my
this
God.
facility. But the important thing to think about is that you need to develop 2 copies of the part, one for each of your driver's cars. If you only have a single part when you get to a Grand Prix, you'll need to visit the Assign Upgrades area to decide which driver's car to prioritize.
They've taken things off of F1 Manager. I like this. I like this. I like this a lot. And I think our other upgrade failed. Oh no, it's got 8 days on it. Ignore me. Activities.
This is your activity schedule. Scheduling activities between race weekends lets you and the various facilities focus on specific areas of productivity. You
Owner
can select the different facilities in
self-reflection.
your own schedule over here, and then select an activity for them to pursue. Picking the right people to work on the right thing at the right time can give us an edge when we really need it, so don't overlook the value of activities. You should consider setting some now, if you have time before the next race.
Okay. Got a press tour. We don't have time for anything else then. I say we just see more stuff. Driver training camp, that's always good. Gets everything up. Flash us some cash. It's always good to get a bit of cash. And then we can chuck a bit of this in there as well. Okay. Okay. Where can we see like facilities and that? Does anyone know like where like facility upgrades are, or is that not a thing anymore? Oh, sign upgrades. No, that's for that. Facility improvements. There we go.
Okay, this is the facility improvements screen. Here are the improvements you can currently schedule for this facility.
Facility improvements.
You can access the other facilities and explore their improvements from these tabs. Some improvements need us to have completed other improvements
And
first,
then per area per se you
Yeah.
can upgrade things.
Okay.
along with information on which improvements we need to
Now
complete.
you guys are gonna have to help me with this because I haven't played career
Each
mode in about
improvement
3
provides
years.
us with an ongoing benefit, but they each also increase the size
Yo,
of that
Stokey.
facility. As the facility gets bigger, it will unlock higher levels of that facility, which in turn unlock further
Okay.
TBF, this isn't new.
Aero breakthrough. Go with that.
Okay, I'll book in a meeting with the contractors and we'll get that started.
And we have like no more money. Oh my god. We've got nothing left. We've got nothing left.
Did you sign MR page 20 Tommy Shelby as 30M8?
Where is it? These are the drivers. These are the drivers that we went with. Victor Martins and Mark Webber. He's about 50 years old now, so we're in talks with Alex Albon, which I'll be very surprised if we get. The team is called Bottle Job Racing, named after, you know, myself. And we have a 16 race season, which I forgot to change the calendar of, so it's whatever the game gave us.
Do corporate improvements and the other thing improvements.
Corporate improvements. I haven't got money. Did they just say upgraded internet? Intranet? What's intranet?
You can improve them all when you have money.
The hell's intranet? Is that supposed to say internet?
Get that 5 grams.
Got no idea what that's supposed to mean. Right, what's going on here? An arrow thing?
Abu Dhabi first race, please.
I think that's come in. I think that's what it's saying. No? Research delayed.
Get the increased milk quality upgrade.
What do you mean research delayed?
I had a mechanical failure first race.
Oh, Amansuki, that's a rest in peace. How much? We can research another upgrade. And considering we have the Renault engine, we're gonna need some power. We're gonna need some power. Right, I think that's all we can do. Now, shall we go to the grid reveal and look at these cursed models they got this year? I've seen they're pretty questionable.
Wait, why does the car just not exist?
I know. Well, here we go. Down under in Australia. 22 drivers. Isaac Hadjar. They're all looking at our car, right? They're all looking at our car. They know what they want to see. There it is in the background. You can see it in the background. Look at this sexy beast. Why are we in Bahrain, by the way? Season opens in Australia, mate.
PC, it's still the testing track.
Yeah, I guess.
Pre-season.
We're running it on max AI, by the way. Just so you're all aware. We're on max AI.
Hey, Chief. Engineering need your attention on something.
Vulnerabilities in cybersecurity.
In the 2021 career while I watch this.
50k? What are we running on currently? A hamster and a wheel? Are you running on that 2G? I guess we'll go with it. Okay, there's a bit of
we've got
income.
multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.
To develop them.
The hamster's dead.
This is something that I don't understand yet. You have to develop the parts once you have them as such. So we have to spend more money. In order to get these parts. Money that we don't really have, if I'm honest.
If you are interested in league racing, consider joining my league. HalflapHarry Racing.
Hey, the sign up for the league's out, by the way. In the league Discord. If you guys haven't already checked that out.
Had a mechanical failure with both cars in
Oh.
the first race, LOL.
That's unfortunate, Manzuki. Oh, this failed! It's failed! I bet we haven't got enough. Oh. So we're going to have no upgrades. We have no upgrades.
We're scooping up the change from local businesses tip jars for
I know.
us.
Honestly, it's like Braun GP. Any sponsor that goes on the car will take, even if it's dodgy. Even if it's dodgy as hell. What's that flag symbol top right? Does anyone know? What does that mean? Where it says 1.